system online. Miss! Tiger, fire, cyber, fiber, diver, fiber, ja, ja! The hero otaku takes the stage.
What is up, everyone? It is I, DJ Azure, the 2.5D Hero Talktuber, and I am now online. What's up, Grandpa? Oh, man. Yeah, I'm learning so much at work. There's so much work. Like, I feel overwhelmed, but I think it's just because, it's something new. So, for the next 3 months, I'm going to be tired during all my streams. Unless it's, like, the weekend, and I'm probably just going to be, like, staying up. Yeah. Like, no, like seriously, like, starting a new job is fun, but, also, the other thing is that I essentially cannot stay up past midnight anymore because, essentially I have to basically, log into my computer at 7 o'clock. I wake up most of the time at, 6:30. And then, obviously, you're still tired at that time. I roll over, I hear the time is 6:47, and I'm like, oh, crap. Luckily, my camera doesn't need to be on, so yeah, there's that. I even shaved for yeah, no, don't worry. That's the reason why I just stopped. That's the reason why I stopped the. That's the reason why the stream starting later than 6 o'clock. And so we're back to essentially 7 p.m., 8 p.m. streams again. Well, at least during the weekdays, and nothing too late, and no Saturday, no Tuesday, Thursday. But I still did not want, my new job to disrupt, this. But it's also, okay, don't forget, this stream started because I wanted to get rid of backlogs of stuff, and then I started adding more backlogs of stuff. How's that going? Also, I made my first, Instagram post with, the music thing, and it plays, the OXT version of GRIDMAAAN, so you just hear in the background. Okay, that's all you're getting because that clip alone is probably gonna get tagged because the reason why I changed my my Wraith tone is because that got a copyright claim because yes, it is the beginning of a song. So yeah, you had a good conversation, had a pretty good day. That's good. That's good to hear. Yeah, today was fun. Like it was like like I said, there's just a lot to learn, in a new job. And they say the first 3 months is where you kind of learn the most. And yeah, that's holding true. I ate a spicy burrito. That's the reason why you hear me coughing. Yeah, so yeah, there's that. I went to the comic shop, found out there was one comic for me. It's a comic called No One, and it is one of the coolest experiences ever because it's a combination comic and podcast. So you hear the story happen, you read the story in the comic, and then you listen to the podcast, and it kind of just makes sense. It's pretty awesome. No one is pretty good. Also, in case you're wondering what I am doing on copyright, yeah, it really stunts creativity. Thanks, Disney. And yeah, so in case you guys are wondering what I'm doing right now, is because, as you could tell, my workstation has kind of been invaded by everything. So I'm trying to clean it up by moving all the 30-minute missions off to the side. And by off to the side, I mean further back to where my Gundams were, and moving my Gundams that were here over to my other to the back. And by what I mean by the back is my other yeah, it's called no/1. Because think the story involves a hero, actually, pretty much everything in that universe. If you ever heard of the Massiveverse, so that's Infernal Girl, Inferno Girl Red, or especially Radiant Black or Rogue Sun. It's basically that world, and it's basically you essentially have an anonymous superhero named No One that's basically exposing stuff. but for some reason, there's like a bunch of people that they're like, you know, calling out are ending up dead for some reason. And he's like saying, I'm not trying to go for this. I'm not trying to kill anyone. I'm trying to expose them because killing is not true justice. You know what I mean? And it's like really interesting. And like, the thing about the comic though is that I actually said this in my podcast actually. It's really funny. I keep saying it's my podcast, but it was really Sleepy's idea, and like I basically just like, you know, just I basically assist Sleepy with it. But what was I saying? Sorry, I'm trying to get the shields out of the way here so I can basically move them to the other desk. Also, this thing is like the most like fragile thing. Like its knees are like if I breathe, that thing goes down. Also, in case you're wondering, what all these 30-minute missions are for is that it's for my new point redeem, where if you want to, you could actually like, you know, do one of the 30 minutes missions, and I will essentially make a new 30-minute missions by like scrambling it. I have a random one where I use dice. Yeah, that one's got jelly legs. What I really like though is how I have this. Like this is a like I love this like hanger. Cause like the thing is like this thing even has like catwalks that like swing out. So it's like it's super cool. And like essentially I use this it's all props. It's all props, and I love the idea of what I've come up with. I just haven't had a chance to execute it all yet. And also, where the heck is the other shield? I am missing a shield. Oh, there it is. There you are. I'm basically just getting my ground gun so I could basically move them to the other side. Like, these things are, like, super interchangeable. That's the reason why I had the idea to, like, buy a shit ton of them. I built, like, a ton of kits in the span of 9 hours on set last week. And that was amusing. And kind of, like, sleep depriving. So let's move that there. That is blocking off so much of my screen. I need to get like risers for my monitors. Okay, let me move the Await the Mess team over to the other side of my room. Mostly because we need space for today's build, which is full power Gridman. Baby done. Sorry, I will be probably saying that every single time I say Gridman. Yeah, but yeah, I have like out of all the ones that I've built, I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 of these built, and essentially they are mix and match. And yeah, I even have like new redeems for it. So. Yeah, took me a while to get this out. That's some grid, man, baby dun dun. Okay. I've just stopped doing this because it really will become a habit of mine to say it.
Say what?
Thank you for gifting a sub to Biz, Grandpa. Really appreciate you. Yeah, it really helps me because it helps pay for my subscriptions. Help me get paid so I could continue my Final Fantasy XIV addiction. I mean subscription, and add more to my backlog. Thank you so much. I always appreciate the support from you. Okay, but yeah, this is today's build. We are gonna try building full power Gridman. I don't know I'm gonna be able to complete it tonight because, as we all know, I need to be an adult now and I need to sleep by midnight, which means that I have roughly 4.5 hours to build this. But we all know that I could build one of these in roughly 40 minutes, so. And it's a MODEROID, so which basically means that I just need to be careful with it. Okay. I had to move all the 30-minute missions all the way to that side of the desk. But Gramps is gonna, but this Gramps is still gonna be here though. This thing is really solid. Like, holy crap, massacres are awesome. You just gotta access flash. There we go, right? Okay. Well, let's start the music. Okay, first things first, I need to actually get my tools. Oh, hey, I could actually put away that rod that I got. Hey, Chief, where your money goes to your business. Well, mine and IRS is, yeah, pretty much. What's really funny is that I actually do my taxes, like, early. Like, my taxes I do at, like, when they're available. So, like, February, that's when I do my taxes. So, like, everyone, like, normally during tax day, I'm like, I got this done already. But, yeah. In case you're wondering what this is rods for, because I have a little hand drill now. Okay. So yeah, let's do this. And I knocked down Gramps. This Gramps. As you can tell, I like having this in last shooting pose. But of course, to be last shooting, it needs to be missing an arm and its head. So there's that. Alright, time to turn on the desk light. Because I really like the dramatic shadow it gives to everything I do. You finish chapter 1 after like 12 hours? Ah, I see. I mean, if your desk is near a wall, is there a possibility to put sticky putty? What do you mean? Wait, what about my desk? Oh, nice, you actually finished chapter 1. I mean, it took my other friend about 20 hours to do that. So, it makes sense. You're making good time. I don't remember how fast I went through it, but we all know how fast I went through, 11 games. GRIDMAAAN! Oh! Oh! This is, a mission. So, that's a lot of runners. Oh, Gundam's putting in the wall? Oh, I see what you mean. Nah, I mean, I could, but, like, I actually do have a lot of, like, blue tack, but I'd rather not use that on the Gundams because I don't like cleaning it up. So it's because it's gonna be built. I'm gonna be building like what, 4, 5 different things. Like I have so much blue tack. Okay, so this might be a 2-stream job. I might have to finish this on no Fridays for Advance Wars. Look at how thick this booklet is. This booklet is almost as big as my master grade. I like how it has all this colored stuff, but the actual model itself is not very well painted. So I'm gonna need to like fill in a lot of paint myself. That is a lot of fucking runners. Yeah, because this is a combining one. Okay, so I need. Okay, at least it tells me which runners I need. So it's like a master grade. So I need this one here. I need A, B, I, M, U, T, Q. A, B, I, M, U. Okay, M. Q. Yup, Gridman. A, B, I, M, U, T. This is S. I. Putting away the ones I don't need first. Oh, this is B. I need A, B, and I. A, B, I, M, T, Q. A? I like how you can see, like, the big hands for Max Gridman here. Baby, done, baby. Really? It's playing the short version now? Is it on random? Okay, it is on random. Okay, so these are the ones I need first. Let me get my trash cancels to the side here. Like, it's really funny, like, MODEROIDs always feel kind of dusty for some reason. But, like, I don't know. Okay, it is right there. Man, it's been a long time since I've broken out a freaking cutting mat, hasn't it? Sorry, you can't stay for long, but you gotta turn in for night. Okay, sure thing, sure thing. Thanks, thanks for gifting the sub to Biz, Grandpa. Yeah, like it feels like there's like a layer of dust on these bags. Like you can actually see they're like not like super clear. Like it feels like there's like some sort of like powder maybe or something on them. This is the first piece I need, actually, so... Okay. These bags, I could basically just set to the side for now. Let's set it on the bottom for now of the box. Okay. Now then, we can start building. Probably the chest or the primal acceptor. Oh no, this is for the this is for Gridman himself. Cause you get a cute little tiny Gridman to build first. So A9 and A8. GRIDMAAAN. Access to Flash. You know, it'd be really funny if I could make this if I could make this camera be like retro looking, like a retro CRT, and I can put a CRT filter over it. Suddenly you had the urge to ask Azur to watch OG Gridman and see how important Dynazenon really was. You said he only appears in one episode. I mean, so is Galma, which is only one episode as well too, right? There's a funny Uma Musume comic featuring a new girl, new universe, and has Yuta Nomogi. Wait, what? It has... oh my god. Well, I mean, what's it called? What is it? What do you guys call it? What do you say for the shorthand? Supro? Dynazenon showed up once. Okay, I need to see this. I need to see this shit. Why is Gridman there? Okay, yeah, no, but I mean, Super should be really proud of themselves. They were able to essentially revive what might as well have been a dead series with SSSS Gridman. I don't know what the market share for Toku that Supro takes, but yeah, like they should be proud of what they did. Like even I'm interested in looking at looking up the original. 6, 7, 13. And A16. I mean, sure, it was on the backs of Rika's thighs and Akane's yes, but you know. Plus, the watch order for Gridman is really easy. Just watch Gridman. God, this song is so good. Also, there's a short, almost kind of epilogue-ish animation. Oh, called Boys Invent Great Hero? Interesting. There we go, and then I get A15 and M1. God, this song is so good. I love Decisive Collision. It shows one of the characters inventing a great hero. Huh. They were once an antagonistic force. Oh? Antagonistic force. Do you see them in the anime at all? Kind of like how Ganon got saved, this fellow did as well. Ooh. M27 and YouTube. Not at all, like ever? Oh, okay. Oh, I see. So we do get some color separation here. From what I've seen, the actual Gridman itself has like no articulation. I mean, it's just really nice to like play with Modoroids. I-7, I-23. Oh, I-17. Also, this plastic feels kind of weird because it's like it always feels so oily whenever I work with it. Modoroids are in general are just weird. Like next up on the backlog right now is still Gundam Aerial Rebuild, but I will build that when I get it. Probably next week's stream. But Azur, you bought that perfect grade. When are you gonna work on it when I'm done with my backlog? Luckily, I haven't bought anything new for the backlog lately, so mostly because I'm like dreading. Also, I don't really have time because of I don't really have time to go to the hobby shop because of the new job. So there's that. I can't wait for Aerial Rebuild. Like, oh my god. So the weird thing about Modoroids is that they are really, really prone to getting stuck because of the pegs. So you just kind of have to like trim down just the slightest bit to make them work smoother. Okay, then I get T6 and M22. This is gonna be one of those builds where it's like, this is gonna be one of those combiners where I basically like put it all together, and never, where I put it all together and don't, what's it called, ever, and don't take it apart ever. Wait, what do you mean never? I never have. Sophie was kind of out there. She got happy birthday. No one's birthday was that day. Oh, dude, I love G-Witch. Wait, actually, you know what? Yeah, guys. If it's safe, we will talk about G-Witch. It was her unbirthday. Oh God. M21 and U1. Her deceased day. Also, Noria showing any semblance of them. Oh yeah. Well, it was bound to happen eventually. Oh, there is some sort of color separation on this. I'd say Sophie did have a family, an Earthling assassination group, but yes, a family nonetheless. Okay, that clicked. That is barely any... Look at how tiny this Gridman head is. There's a lot of detail already packed into this. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. This Gridman's gonna be so cute and tiny. So A12, A6, B7. I'm streaming. Oh, hold on. Yeah, this is a baby Dun Dun. This thing is so cute. There's no way my savior of mankind can be this cute. Okay. So we have this. This is the shoulder. This shoulder is tiny. These arms are going to be tiny. It is hilarious right now. A5, A4, A1. Alright, there's an Ultraman that's rather similar to Gridman. Yeah, that's the Galaxy Finale or whatever it's called. Oh, Cyber Ultraman, Ultraman X? Wait, really? Okay, well I was thinking a completely different one then. Like in terms of themes, I'm assuming Cyberman X is a lot more similar. Interesting. Actually, talking about Tokusatsu, I actually watched Power Rangers Once and Always today. It was actually really, really good, other than the CG Zord fight. That is the only thing that was like the biggest downside of it. But everything else is like, it's like there's some parts where it's like you want to kind of cringe, or do you remember? Nah, that's exactly how it was back in my childhood. Like there's some really cheesy moments. A7, A11, B1. Oh yeah, you sped read most of the Oshinoko manga and holy shit. Ah, I see. Also, Ultra stuck in a fun is funny. Ah, yeah. I need to catch up on the manga, but man, Oshinoko today was so good. I really wonder how far they'll be able to go in the anime. First off, you were inspired by the anime because you had your expectations flipped upside down. You wanted Aqua to stay happy. I already knew what I was getting into with the anime because I did read a little bit of the manga beforehand. Like and like I read the manga like I think 2 years ago when Gigic first mentioned it on his channel. Might have been last year. I don't remember. But this is like way before the anime got announced. Right, I was also trying to read Tokyo Revengers at the time, and then I realized that my friend said stop reading it; it's not worth it. I like how this part was like, you sure did. Yeah, it really wasn't. Yeah, I heard it was bad, and I just stopped reading it. Oh, the 2 new Shonen Jump. Oh, it just frustrated you so much? The 2 new Shonen Jump manga are actually pretty good so far. Was it like Blue something? Yeah, like oh, what is this? Chapter 4 only? I'm gonna check this out because this looks like a new manga. Oh, it's a Vault Chapter 1. Okay. Kill Blue, which is basically case closed except with an assassin, and Tenmaku Cinema. I missed out on Tenmaku Cinema last week, but yeah, Tenmaku Cinema seems really cool. Basically, a script writing ghost, basically like is trying to get a boy to direct something, and it's like you could tell that this like shift into movies is because of Fujimoto. Like you could tell like a lot of people want to like put more Western movies in their stuff because of Fujimoto. It's so funny to me. But what is it? Kill Blue or something like that is literally just case closed except with a criminal or except with an assassin. Like, he gets injected with a poison that turns him to, younger, and he was like a top class. He was like a top class assassin. But if we're gonna talk about assassins, then the best one is still Sakamoto Days. Sakamoto Days is a fucking banger. Like, I have not been let down by Sakamoto Days once. But also Akane Banashi. If you are not reading Akane Banashi, read fucking Akane Banashi. It is so good. Okay, I was getting really loud there, so I will calm down. Still though, everyone needs to read Akane Banashi. Also, shout out to the Viz app. Like, Viz app is like the best thing ever. Like, the Viz app feels like it runs like one of the questionable manga apps I used to use back in the day. Like the reader's great. It updates really well. I'd probably say the only downside of it is that like when you are caught up on something, you have to actually like actively go search for it. So you can't. So it's really hard to like kind of binge backwards. So it's really hard for me to like jump back and forth like in my reread of One Piece. I'm only on Fishman Island on my reread though. Yeah, sketchy old manga apps. Yep. But like you remember how well those like moved? Like, you know, basically just swipes the screen, it just moves to the next page, and then like what is it? If you want to like anything that's updated, it was just all there. Like it was so well made. But the Viz app feels like that, and that's the reason why it's actually a good app. And it's only $2 a month. It feels like a steal. Like, there's some sketchy manga that I wouldn't be able to read, but I don't mind that because some of the manga that I want to read are really damn sketchy, and I'm not saying which ones they are. Just know that they're sketchy as hell. Q6. Also, the funny thing is that not every manga that's actually on the Viz website that you are able to access with your subscription are not in the app. Like, I want to read Fire Punch, damn it, but I'm too lazy to actually like break out like my laptop or my computer to read Fire Punch. There we go. Yeah, like I mean, like it's already like I mean they did put like what is it 90 like 1721, which is like the Fujimoto like before Chainsaw Man manga, which is really good. Excuse me. M19, M21. Oh, M19, M29. Yeah, because Fujimoto like writes some really good stories, and they're all really fucked up, and I really want to read them all. I4 and I10. Baby done. Yeah, sup, Jayhound? Cry, you may got. Yeah, we are currently building the Gridman part of Full Power Gridman. You lost your shit when the old theme played in SSSS. I never watched the original, but everyone, but Jeremiah here was like really excited to like, you know, tell me all about it. Like how when you turn to the original color, like the fixer beam and all that stuff, yeah. I'm really glad I finally watched Gridman and Dynazenon, but more so Gridman. Like, Dynazenon was cool, but it was, like, much more character-focused, and, like, sometimes I just really just wanted more, like, it was so funny, because, like, there's, like, a lot of, like, character interactions, and then all of a sudden, bam! Like, most high-powered, well-animated, fight scene you could ever think of. You've never seen the original, but you had rocked out to the theme and seen clips. Yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like, everyone said, like... Okay, when it came out, everyone was asking me, like, Azur, have you seen Gridman? And I'm like, wait, no, why? Dude, it's totally your thing. You like tokusatsu and everything, right? I'm like, yes. I'd say it depends. You did like Dynazenon more. I like Dynazenon's action more, but I did love, but I love the characters of Gridman more. You also like to point out how insignificant Dynazenon is in the OG Grid. A17, A14. Yeah. Oh man, I'm guys, you guys aren't ready for the new emote I have being made right now. I commissioned because I got a new job. I said, you know, I'm gonna commission someone. I need to get my first animated emote, and yeah. When Rin opens his eyes, yeah. Yup, I have a new emote being made, and it's an animated one. Gotta make it worth it to subscribe. Ah! Yeah, okay, sorry. Ah, that drop is so good in this song. It really is a certified banger. This is like Cold Steel 4 is a kind of a really dense mess, but this opening's a banger. Like, it's not a bad game, it's just that there's so much going on in it that it feels like there's no focus at times. Somehow, Hajimari having more characters is still more focused than Cold Steel 4. Oh, yeah, we have to play 4? I see, I see. M3, M20. You got that messy vibe from 3, though. Lots of cutscenes reintroducing old characters while villains stood around. I mean, that's how most of the Trails games legitimately are, though. Like, it was technically a first game. Hajimari was the one where Hajimari is one of the big ones. It's the one that has 50 characters. Like the thing about it though is that at least 3 was much better with because all the introductions to the older characters were really short, but it did introduce the new characters in it introduced the characters in a lot more natural way. Like instead of just saying, "Oh hey, these are your classmates, like them," you're stuck with them for the next 4 games. M25. Feels like I'm building an RG right now with how many tiny pieces there are in this. Well, the funny thing is, I think GRIDMAAAN itself is like taller than most mechs, even without being full power. M4 and M6. You think he's taller than Ultraman? Wait, really? Which is saying a lot. Yeah, exactly. Considering, yeah, Ultras are fucking tall. Yeah, look at that leg. Look at that leg. Now I need to do the same thing with the other leg. M28, M23. Yeah, I gotta check the stats. I mean, don't forget, like, stats are funny because, as we all know, Ogaman, the man that says, take your medicine and sleep, he is stronger than even Omazeo, who is canonically the most powerful Kamen Rider. I also love how punch and kicks are measured in tons. Most Ultra stand around the 50-meter mark, and Gridman is like 70 meter. What the? Yeah, this thing ain't scaling well. Omazeo's is so uninteresting to me. He's not the character whose powers to take other better powers. Well, the thing is, though, is that he was meant to be just the most overpowered thing, which is really interesting. Like, the entire story of Omazeo was led up to really well. Like, by the end of it, I actually really was into Zeo. And the way that they introduced Omazeo was perfect. Absolute cinema. Kino, as some would say. You just don't prefer that type of character. Same reason not to go Kaiger. Let me turn into borrow stones. I mean, I don't think they had better powers. It's just that, like, you know, it was kind of like they had access to all powers, so they might as well borrow, which is nice. I think that's another reason why I really like Decade, because Decade is hilarious. But then again, I just like Gokaiger because pirates. Like, the thing is, if it's done for a really good lore reason, I will I can accept it. Like, the whole idea of pirates, amazing. And then sometimes you do it like Zenkaiger. Kuga's your favorite rider? Okay. I still haven't actually watched, like, most of the Heisei Phase 1 riders. I've only watched Kabuto and I've only watched Kabuto, Decade, and Den-O. Currently in the Discord, we are currently watching. That's because you might not like Orb because he technically borrows other Ultra's powers. But didn't you say that Orb was the one that combines them together? Or am I getting that one confused again? Kabuto is comedy. You've seen Kuga, Agito, Ryuki, Fai's Blade, Kabuto, Gun. Oh. Kugito, Agito, Ryuki, Fai's Blade. Okay, so you just haven't seen Hibiki, Den-O, Kiva, or Decade, at least for Phase 1. And then you've watched the two best ones of Phase 2. Although a lot of people will say Double's the best one, but I'd probably say Double's probably the easiest one to get into to start off with. I just like to say Forze because it's my personal favorite. Oh, that runner's done. Although Decade and Zio did it really funny. It's a different method than True Ultra Fusion, which just kind of makes OP Ultra. Yeah, original Zio actually had a really funny armor to borrow powers, and it was always something just wacky, and I loved it. And then, what was it? Hello, you're just jumping around at first, and you went back to Kuga out of curiosity, and it's just been going chronologically. Ah, okay. That means you're on Hibiki next then, right? Cool. Yeah, I like pretty much when I first started off watching Rider, my first one that I ever watched was like at least at the time of airing, like while it was airing, was Gaim. But before Gaim finished, I had finished watching Wizard and Forze and Decade before anything else. Ultraman Legend, the very first Fusion Ultra, is the absolute definition of do not disturb. M6, M2. M16 and M2, I should say. I'm so glad that Good Small makes these types of model kits. Like, they're easy to build. It's just that, like, yeah, they're easy to build, but they are like a little bit tight around the joints. They have some small issues, but you know, you could just get around it just by filing down a little bit more than you should. Legend is such a powerful Ultra that Absolute Tartarus is not willing to fight him, even though he would go head-to-head with Ultimate Shining Zero. Kabuto was your first rider? Oh, I see. Is Kato was your first rider show. It was on YouTube, and after you watched it, you saw the clip of him walking so fast that the raindrops look slow. Oh my god, it's so cool. Tokusatsu is just cool, man. It's also goofy as fuck. Like, not gonna lie, like whenever I see people kind of make fan writers, I kind of get like slightly annoyed, or like whenever people come up with theories, like some people try making their fan writers a little bit too cool. Like, Rider is meant to be goofy as fuck, man. Like, there has to be something uncool about them. And, well, I mean, like, Kabuto being perfect at everything, but still, like, you know, not knowing social cues, like, having the worst, like, competitive streak. There's, like, a lot of goofy things about him. No, I mean, the other thing, too, though, is, like, whenever people, like when Geats was first announced, like, the theories that people came up with, I'm like, these are too cool. Where's the goofiness? Like, you have to remember, these are kids shows. You're supposed to have fun with them. Like, you know, I mean, like, you know, you could make a dark turn later on, kind of like what Geats is up to right now. But, like, you have to remember, this is a kids show meant to sell toys first. Unfortunately, they messed up with Ghost, but, you know, there's a lot more issues behind that than I remember, and I'm too lazy to think of them. I like how arrogant Soji Tendo is. It means that he has to learn how to interact with people. Exactly, like it's actually great. Like, you know, he is OP, but like he just doesn't know how to talk to people. He just thinks he's better than everyone else. I mean, sure, he can prove it, but at the same time, it's like, is it really necessary to, like, you know, put down everyone? Which is why I kind of really liked which is one of the reasons why I really liked Don Momotaro, which is why I liked Taro. Because Taro was exactly like that, too. Most fans forget to add a flaw to their characters, so you get OP Mary Susan or Gary Stews. Yeah, exactly. You know what my rider form's flaw is? It's me. If anything, I feel like I'm like a lot like General Sue now at this point from Akiba Ranger. Okay, guys, are you guys wait, actually, need to get these out. $25, $22, $16, $19. So this is basically the speed build portion. MODEROID has always been cooking with gas lately. You got Shin Getter 1 in, and you're very excited to put that together eventually. Yeah, MODEROIDs are just really cool in general. $18, $15, 4. Okay, let's give him fist. So this is definitely not a scale model. Speaking of Modoroid, they practically all but announced a Gridman universe gun. Ah! God damn it, now I need to buy the Dynazenon, don't I? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. There we go. We finished Gridman, guys. We finished making Gridman. This thing's so tiny. Like compared to my God Gundam. Don't forget, God Gundam is supposed to be like 18. It's supposed to be like 18 meters tall. Gridman is supposed to be 70. It's missing it's missing quite a few inches. Yeah, I actually intentionally put into the grid beam pose. At least I could do grid beam. Like, I was actually surprised that this thing had like the most minor of articulation. Like, this has leg movement. This has some arm movement, like up to here. That is gonna fall off a bunch, isn't it? Like, I can't dab with it. I can't dab with it. Yep, it's missing a few inches. That's what she said. Yep. But yeah, that's this is the little mini Gridman that you get, and this is what becomes full power Gridman. It's also missing a lot of color because Modoroid. Okay, so for the next bit here, I need. It says Basta Bura. Basta Bura. Okay, so I need BC. Okay, so do I need any of these? B, T, Q. Yep. I will not need I. M. Yes, I will. Okay. E. No. Oh, yep. I need E. Dude, I know. It's like I'm waiting for the website I normally order from to get them in for me to pre-order them. But yeah, that is something on my list to get because I need to go along so it could be with his boyfriend. Okay, don't need that. L, don't need that. J, don't need that. G, I do need this. God damn it! I need to move. I need to move from the sad song. There we go. N, no. C, yes. R, no. D, yes. You still need to grab Valimar. I mean, they're reopening up orders for Valimar because of Ordine, so yeah, might as well get it, right? S, I will need this. Who's my favorite rider? Forze. F. P. O. H. I will need H. Still gotta make it to Forze. Forgot to say you watched Kamen Rider Black Sun as well. I still need to finish that. That show is so heavy. Like, it has something to say, and then make sure it says it. Like, I really like what I've watched of it so far, but like it is hard for me to watch. It's meant to be uncomfortable, and it's really good. You saw Garam shoot him in the hand, but that's just how he is. Tachibana! Doshita? Okay. So what is it? C4? That's B. So S1. Oh hey, this is like a soft clear plastic. Like this stuff did not shatter like a normal clear plastic would. Tachibana-san. Sorry, I like when people bring up Garen, everyone needs to make fun. Everyone kind of makes fun of that lisp. You appreciate having to be able to talk about KR since your GF gets tired about hearing about it. Well, I mean, you're in the correct place because that is. I'd love to talk about it, considering, or at least the ones I've watched, because you know, I haven't watched it all, but you know, I've watched a lot. I've pretty much watched almost all of Phase 2 except for Ghost, because it's Ghost. M10 and Q5. You've heard Ghost shit to bed somehow. The main issue with Ghost is that because of some production issues, especially considering that they gave like almost all of its budget to Kamen Rider Amazons, they didn't enjoy 5 as much as other fans apparently. It depends on why, because a lot of people were like saying that, like, you know, a lot of people don't like communicate it to each other. Most people really enjoy it because of our favorite asshole, Mr. 913 himself. Like, I've never watched it, but like every single time I see stuff about the actor for Kaiza, like, it's like I love it because he seems to like really embrace everything about that. Like, he celebrates Kaiza Day. Kaiza Day is the day where you're meant to be an asshole to your friends. And what day is it? September 13th, because 913. From what I've heard about Hibiki, the first half is really good, but because toy sales were bad, they turned into a regular rider show. Like, it was never meant to be a rider show or something. Miscommunication is a plot device as a pet theme of mine. You liked it a bit in 5, but you can't stand it being a main theme. Also, Orphanot King is a whack film. I'll have to watch it eventually for myself at some point. Like, a lot of, like, it's kind of funny because, like, in my Discord watch parties, we've actually been, like, branching off and, like, watching other, like, series that are not made by Toei, for a little while, but it was mostly Dogengers and High School Heroes, but that was also made by Toei. That's legit good movies. I mean, it's like, I know it does. Like, I really want to see all the jokes about Sand and our favorite asshole. Like, I want to understand her. I want to understand Kaiza. Right, that's his name, Kohei Murakami. Like, he was actually he was actually Sonoya in Dawn Brothers. Like, he was hoping he could get a role to be in it in some way, and he did. But yeah, I do need to go back and watch all of Phase 1 so that I can rewatch Decade again and really understand it. Insect Sentai. You need to watch more Tokusatsu. You're catching up on the old stuff, so you haven't been watching any of the new ones. Very interesting. Dude, King Oger is so good. Like, if you especially if you're trying to get into Sentai. I mean, I'd recommend. I mean, even though you said you don't like borrowing powers, I'd highly recommend the two before it as well too. Zenkaiger and Zenkaiger, because it was the 45th anniversary, so obviously, you know, they had to bring back some of the old powers, but they did it in a funny way. Oh, dude, I still need to watch Garo. Like, every year that passes is another year I haven't watched Garo, and I need to do that. I've only watched one Garo series, and that was just Versus Road, and that was actually pretty cool. M24. You watch all the Garo anime though. Gurren no Suki was Garbo, but the animation and vanishing line were good. All the Rangers in King Oger are royalty. Yup. Oh, this is just the head. I see now. M9 and M13. Except Gary, he's the king of evil. He'll usurp the throne. Headmasters, everyone. It's time for fusion. Form blazing sword. So someone was talking about. I saw a post online that was talking about how, for a while, like you could not escape. Like, what was it called? Voltron Legendary Defender, and it was only around for like 2-3 years, and it had 8 seasons. Like the mass like that show, it was like a mass hallucination for like a lot of fandoms, and it kind of makes me laugh about it. I never watched it, but you know, I knew a lot of people that did. And not only that, it's like no one talks about it anymore. Like, it's kind of amazing how no one talks about that show anymore. Like, it was like the fandom. No, I mean like it was explosive. Like it was in everything. But like no one talks about it anymore. It's kind of crazy. Oh, I mean, I know you were quoting from the original. That's the reason why I brought up Legendary Defenders. Because I'm just like thinking about how influential that was to fandom for like 2 years. 2 years. And that had so many shitstorms and controversies. Like the one time when like someone got a tour of like the studio and took pre-production pics of the studio and nearly got people fired, and all the ship wars, which is normal, but still, like, it is, like, the shit that fandom did is some of the most insane things I've ever witnessed. and it only lasted like it was like a flash in the pan. Like what happened there? Fusion Mecha are so good. Oh, dude, I know. I love them so much. B4 and E11. Go machines! Go! Guy! Yeah! The Brave franchise, aka 70% stock footage and still awesome. Yup. Brave is also just let's also make the joke that Brave is just Japanese Transformers. Yo, what's up, Vigil? How you doing? It's Sunrise Transformers, yup. It is very, very heroic. I am doing very well. These Transformers are technically both Japanese and American at the same time, yup. I am just building, the next part of Full Power Gridman. I think this is called the Buster Ball. Like, I'm basically building one of the 5 pieces that combine into a very, very big version, or a very big mech. New MS jobs for GBO2 tonight. Nice. One of these days I should hop back onto GBO2. G7 H15. Am I missing a runner? Did I forget to cut one out? I did forget one. You need to save money for another model kit too. You play it almost every day? Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, unfortunately, because of, like, you know, work and trying to catch up on anime, I never really have time to play other video games lately. Like, I really want to play through my copy of Mega Man Battle Network, which I have been doing before I go to sleep lately. Like, I just got out of the Waterworks, and then this Friday is going to be stream where I play Advance Wars, because I'm excited for that. Advance Wars, one of the most cursed games ever. Like, if you know the history of Advance Wars, you know kind of how, like, tragic it is that, or at least as a joke, that, like, its release tends to, like, come out during the worst times. Like, it was supposed to release last year, but, the Russian invasion happened, and then G7, and then, when the game originally first came out on GBA, it came out, like, 2 days before 9/11. You try to replace Ghost of Tsushima before your GF took over the TV? Oh, I see, I see. You pulled the GPO2 boss today. Oh, nice! Which reminds me, I think my next master grade, will either be a gun tank and gun cannon, or, depending on when the pre-orders for it come out, the NT1 Alex, and then I'm going to build a Comfort as well. It needs a model kit? Oh, GPO2? Or GP00? So I basically was looking it up. Apparently they did You Love Gun Cannons. Oh, really? I mostly just wanted it because, like, I have this 2.0 RX-78, and, like, I feel like I need to build the gun cannon with it to go along with it. Shoulder cannons are amazing. Whoa, that is a tight fit. Am I really just gonna just rough it up a bit so it goes smoother? Man, Ordis was just such a great city. Okay, then I get G8 and H14. Shoulder cannons are cool. You know, I was one of the best original shoulder cannons, like at least in video games. Vile from Mega Man X. Then again, he was basically just Boba Fett, because, like, you know, in JP his name was Baba. Or Vava, I should say. And he quite literally was just Boba Fett. Always forget about Vile. How vile he was, yeah. H19. Mega Man X was so cool. I really need to get back to and try to beat Mega Man X6, 7, and 8 again. Like, X8 I still have never beaten. X7 I just remember I've never beaten because, you know, it's X7. With our favorite Loud Hyenard. Gotta put the kid to bed. Okay, sure thing, Jayhan. Thanks for sticking around and chilling with me. Later. E13 and E12. then I get T3 and or T3 and T4. That's I. This stream is brought to you by Pom Pom Party. Dude, if I had a way to just like bring a Pom Pom Party on command, I totally would, just to make that joke. Really? Really, both versions back to back? Also, you just watch Ultraman Zerth and Zerth 2 Superhuman Super Battle of Light vs. Shadow, and Zerth 2 is goated? Ooh. Okay, I need to make 2 sets of this. Oh, they are slightly different. So I basically am making the drill. Zerth 2 is like an actual parody movie. Oh. 1, 2, 8, 9. It's so stupid how the bad guy figures whose Earth is from his hand washing. Oh my god. Amazing. Plus all the cameras from after the original Ultraman. Ooh. The bad guy's so one-dimensional. Love that stuff. Love that one-dimensional evil. They were also fun to watch, especially Susumu where he takes out a flashlight and it looks like he's about to transform into Ultraman, but it's just a flashlight. Oh my god. There's a lot of undergating on these ones. Undergates are slightly annoying to clean, but eh. There we go. That's one drill finished. Okay, let's get the other one out. Seven. Q2 here. The events team in Zerth is also a freaking oh my god. They're also yeah. They're also seriously in that, but pretend to be really good at their job around around Zerth. Oh my god. And this is like an official parody movie. Costa is so low in the ranking the team, he's basically relegated to a janitor. Oh my god, I love it when. So it's basically the Akiba Ranger of Ultraman. It was for the 20th anniversary. Oh, 30th anniversary? Okay. Zertu is less than it. It's still goofy. Okay. There we go. Now we have two drills. G6 and T12. But it's really generally one of the best Ultraman movies. Twin Buster, yeah. Also, the cameos in Zerth 2 are top notch. Ultra 7 actors makes an appearance alongside the cast of the original Ultraman for the cameos in the movie. And every time he appears, he alludes to him being Ultra 7. He like casually just says, "Oh, Capsule Monster, how nostalgic!" And no one would have seen a Capsule Monster before 7. Oh my god. Drills. Okay, so I get H17. Okay, so I get E8 and E9. H17 and H12. You know, it's amazing how heavy this plastic actually is. And then everyone seems confused, and he himself seems confused. Oh my god. E15 and E1. You've got an NBA playoff game on. Game 2, the Denver Nuggets versus Minnesota Thunderbolts. Oh, nice. Are you cheering for any of them in particular? I don't really follow sports, so I wouldn't know who. What's up, Aggie? Susumu Kurobe once again has an Ultraman-like scene where he yells at Ultraman Shadow for being a bully, and if he were his younger self, he'd beat him up, of course, since he played Ultraman since he was younger. He takes out something that do Ultraman's... He's holding a spoon. It's actually a reference to episode 34, where for a split second he pulls out a spoon to transform, realizes a mistake, and throws a spoon. Wow, that is a deep cut for those types of jokes. Holy crap. Oh, I see. This actually locks in place as well, too. Okay. Seven. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I have to remind myself to actually go get the episodes of Symphogear off my laptop and put them on an external hard drive so we could watch them on Saturday. Because apparently everyone's excited for Symphogear. I also need to make sure I have the OVAs as well. I'm not sure if I do though. Gonna have to look for those. Denver Nuggets now lead the series 2-0. Oh, nice. Oh, I forgot to get something here. M17 and M18. His cameo was made in passing when Ida's actor talks about how the world's going to terror when it shows an image. Oh. Also, the actor for Cap Muramutsu, the original show, unfortunately passed away in the same year as Zero 2 was made, so his cameo was made in passing. Oh, I see. Nice! That's actually super cool. Also, is inevitable struggle. God, I love inevitable struggle so much. I might actually recognize the. Oh, he was a character. I mean, I haven't watched the original Kamen Rider, so I wouldn't know many of the characters yet. The only one I recognize is just obviously. It's just the main guy. You didn't watch the original, so you don't. Oh, you have no idea what his relevance was. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I wouldn't know either, because I haven't watched any show yet. E16 and E2. But you saw a video of a scene with him in it on Toku Twitter, so that's how you know. Ah, okay. Toku Twitter is pretty helpful for things like that. Watch, because I have a feeling I'm not gonna be able to finish this Max Gridman today. I'm gonna end up streaming tomorrow, even though I told myself I wasn't gonna be streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Just because I really want to finish this. Like, I completely didn't realize, I completely forgot that this thing was multiple pieces you were building at once. Okay, so I get this piece here. There's an Ultraman theme, Ultraman named Max. Like the host name or Ultraman Max? Okay, so these threads don't actually move, which is really funny to me. Look at this thing. I mean, this feels really awkward. Okay, so I need G3 and G4. Wait, this is supposed to go down here? Oh wait, it's supposed to go over here. He's from Ultraman Max, produced after Ultraman Nexus, and like not everyone is depressed. Good to know. There we go. I built another thing here. Okay, let me see how many pieces, how many parts this goes to. I have to get so many wheels for this one. Okay, let me take a quick water break. So, BRB guys.